I never thought I'd be in this situation. My name's Jake. I'm 26, and I'm living a nightmare that feels like it's ripped straight from a soap opera. My twin brother Alex has been in a coma for the past 8 months. It's been hell watching him lie there, motionless, while our family falls apart around him. But that's not even the worst part. I've fallen in love with his Sarah. I know. It sounds awful. Trust me. I've spent countless nights staring at the ceiling, hating myself for feeling this way. But life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them, and this one's a doozy. It all started innocently enough. After Alex's accident, Sarah was devastated. We all were. But as his twin, I felt this weird obligation to be there for her, to help her through it. At first, it was just coffee after hospital visits, talking about Alex, sharing memories. Then it turned into dinners, movie nights, anything to distract ourselves from the gaping hole Alex's absence left in our lives. I told myself it was just friendship, that I was being a good brother-in-law to be. But somewhere along the line, things shifted. I started noticing the way Sarah's eyes crinkled when she laughed, how she'd absent-mindedly twirl her hair when she was deep in thought. We'd finish each other's sentences, share inside jokes. It was like we were two puzzle pieces that suddenly fit together in a way I never expected. One night, about 4 months after Alex's accident, we were at my place, splitting a bottle of wine and watching some terrible rom-com. Sarah was curled up on the couch, her head on my shoulder, and I could smell her shampoo. This soft, vanilla scent that made my heart race. Before I knew what was happening, we were kissing. It was electric, passionate, and so wrong. We pulled away, both of us shocked and guilty. Sarah left in a rush, and I spent the next week drowning in self-loathing. How could I do this to my own brother, to the woman he loved? I was scum, the lowest of the low. But then Sarah called. She was crying, confused, saying she couldn't stop thinking about me. And God help me, I felt the same way. We agreed to meet to talk things through. That talk turned into another kiss, which turned into more. For the past 4 months, we've been in this secret relationship, stolen moments of happiness amidst a sea of guilt and grief. We've tried to end it dozens of times. We'll say it's the last time, that we can't keep doing this to Alex. But then one of us will break, we'll call or text, and we're right back where we started. I know it's wrong. I know we're terrible people. But being with Sarah, it feels like coming up for air after being underwater for so long. She understands me in a way no one else does, not even Alex. We can talk for hours about everything and nothing. She makes me laugh, makes me feel alive in a way I haven't since before the accident. But now Alex is showing signs of waking up. The doctors are cautiously optimistic. They're saying he might open his eyes any day now, and I'm terrified. On one hand, I'm overjoyed. My brother, my best friend, might be coming back to us. It's all I've wished for these past 8 months. But on the other hand, what happens to Sarah and me? How do we tell Alex what we've done? The thought of hurting him, of seeing the betrayal in his eyes, it makes me physically ill. Sarah's a mess. She's torn between hope for Alex's recovery and fear of losing what we've built together. We've talked about coming clean, about ending things before Alex wakes up. But every time we try, we end up in each other's arms, clinging to what little time we might have left. I know we're selfish. I know we're going to hurt a lot of people when this all comes out. Our family, our friends, will never look at us the same way again. But a part of me can't help but wonder, what if Sarah and I are meant to be together? What if this horrible situation brought us together for a reason? I've always believed that there's no such thing as a soulmate, that love is a choice you make every day. But with Sarah, it feels different. It feels like fate, as cliché as that sounds. And now I'm faced with an impossible choice. My brother or the woman I love. I've thought about running away, about Sarah and I just disappearing before Alex wakes up. But we could never do that to him, to our families. We have to face the music, whatever that might be. So now we wait. We wait for Alex to open his eyes, for our world to come crashing down around us. We wait to see if the love we've found is strong enough to withstand the storm that's coming. We wait to see if we've made the biggest mistake of our lives, or if somehow this twisted situation will lead to something beautiful. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Alex will forgive us, if Sarah will choose him over me. if I'll ever be able to look at myself in the mirror again without feeling like the world's biggest traitor. All I know is that I'm in love with my brother's fiancée, and he might wake up any day now. Life's funny like that, isn't it? One minute you're living your normal, boring life, and the next you're caught in a web of love, guilt, and impossible choices. I never thought I'd be that guy, the one who falls for his brother's girl. But here I am praying for my brother's recovery, while simultaneously dreading the moment he opens his eyes. So that's my story. Judge me if you want. God knows I've judged myself enough for all of us. But until you've been in this situation, until you've felt the gut-wrenching conflict between love and loyalty, you can't truly understand. I'm not asking for forgiveness or understanding. I guess I just needed to get this off my chest, to tell someone, anyone, about the mess I've made of my life. Whatever happens next, I know one thing for sure. Nothing will ever be the same again. And all I can do is hope that somehow, some way, we'll all make it through this without completely destroying each other. Thanks for sticking around to the very end. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like, subscribe for more. And tell me in the comments where in the world you're tuning in from. Your engagement truly helps the channel.